Hi everyone, this is Greg James from Greg James Fishing World, and today we're doing a tail from the Tacklebox video, a fishing tip on how to catch Australian dusky or tiger flathead using a barrel or ball sinker. That's a couple of ounces sinker. Very simple, great one for the kids, great one for off the beach, but it'll work in the boat or off the jetty. Very simply thread the line through. You need about a 15-pound breaking strain line, a couple of half hitches. This is very simple to tie your line to the sinker. The big trick here is to get the hook below the sinker. So on the side here you have this bit which will run down below, above the sinker, that'll run back to your fishing rod or your hand line. And down here we'll do a knot and a hook attachment that shows you how we set up a nice rig for dusky flathead. So there's the sinker that runs back up to your line and to your rod. There's the little loop that we've tied on the end. We're going to attach our hook to that. We'll just tidy this up quickly with a trusty knife so we don't make a mess. Just try to tidy that, make them trim. Grab a size 6 hook, whiting hook, something like that. Just thread it through itself if you like. Back through the... I don't snell my own hooks. You can, but a lot of people do, but you've got to make sure that you tie to make it really nice and tight. Yep. So the big trick with the flathead fishing rig with the hook on beneath or below the bottom of the sinker is to keep this 1/3 of the metre line on the sea bottom floor, and to do that we need to introduce a secondary sinker, a small piece of lead. This is a little bit of split shot. It's like a shotgun pellet if you like, with a bit of a cut in it, and the trick is to thread that onto there with a pair of pliers. So don't get your fingers too far in the way. This lighter piece of lead will keep the line closer to the bottom rather than floating around. So very carefully with the pliers I just nip that closed and seal the crack on the lead over the line. It's not very heavy, it's only light, and that way will still allow the hook to move around in the current and the ebb and the flow of the tide. So in effect what you've got is a heavier sinker here, a ball sinker which moves, attached to the line which runs up to your fishing rod or your hand line in the boat or the jetty or whatever, and then that little bit of mid-term split shot, that little bit of lead that's crimped onto the line with a pair of pliers, so that it actually sits on the ocean floor. That can still move around with a lighter weight down here, but holds it from lifting too far up. Because as I said a minute ago, the flathead are a bottom feeder, often bury themselves in the sand, so they're sitting there, their eyes are on the top of their head, so they're looking up. So when they're looking at this bait and lure, if you might be using lures on it, is sitting about there. The beauty of this is you can slide this up and down your line like that, so you can reduce or increase the amount of distance that your line is away from your sinker. So got a fast running tide, I'd have the sinker this end, so if it's a bit rough. If it's calmer, lighter days, I would move the two sinkers closer together and have that line floating up. Anyway, that's it. That's the Greg James Fishing World Secret Flathead Lure. Thanks for being with us. See you next time. Tight lines.